want to say that this is an important event for METRAC because we do it every day, but it's really invisible work for a lot of the community organizations that try to address issues of violence based on people's various social identities.
We beat the earth on its axis. Spinning, 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 spinning. We put the earth on its axis. Spinning, 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 spinning. We bring the fire, fire. 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 We bring the fire.
It's very important to have groups like METRAC who bring us together to stand up and identify the hate, the racism, the sexism, the homophobia, the ableism, all of those things based on hate and ignorance and stereotype that have such a negative impact on individuals and communities in our society.
Who are we and who have we become? Born of the same dirt, now we die by the same gun. Born of the same womb, doomed to lie still in the same tombs. Ooh. And one of the most civilized societies is where I live, where my heart aches daily for the slaughter of the kids with smooth black skin who never get the chance to see puberty kick in the world unfit to live in, labeled devils and sentenced to die in sin. That's what happens when life expectancy is decided by men. That's what happens when grown men can barely use pens. The years when most learned to read, they spent locked up in the bin. And now they're out, they can't get jobs, so they just end up back in, leaving boys to raise boys, because their survival depends. Beef Scotch strips hard and guarded like an electrical fence.
I was born in a town, there's no one else with a disability. I've been searching since that time for accessibility. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. I can't go to the movies, I can't go downtown. I always get folks saying, we don't want your kind around. But it's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. A change is gonna come. And with events like this, we can all start to work and see that change. Community problem, but community solutions. Thank you very much for your time.
Since 2007, there's been over 20 reported attacks against Asian anglers in a number of communities across the province, including Lake Simcoe in the Kawartha Lakes area, which is where Peterborough is located. These assaults include destruction of property, verbal abuse, and threats with a firearm. One of the first steps that CRC took to organize against the attacks on Asian anglers was to hold an Asian Anglers stakeholders meeting. And participants included the OPP, City Police, members of City Council, County Council, the Chinese Anglers Association's Chairman Raymond Z, and officials with the Trent Severn Waterway, the Ministry of Tourism, and the Ministry of Natural Resources. CRC also attended numerous consultations with the Ontario Human Rights Commission while they were undertaking their inquiry and developing their report on the attacks. And recently CRC got involved with a campaign that's called Fishing Without Fear. So basically along the Trent Severn Waterway there's a number of signs that say Fishing Without Fear, and it's got a number for Crime Stoppers. So if people witness or experience an attack, they're encouraged to report it.
Your hair, I'm pleased, I really dig your company. Your smile, your style, your peace mentality. Lord, have mercy on me. I was blind, now I can see what it ain't supposed to be. Baby, I feel free. Come on and come with me. Let's take a long walk around the block after dark. Find a spot for us to spark conversation, revelation, stimulation. Share our situation, sensation, elevation, relaxation, elevation. Maybe we can talk about so much that it weren't able.
But when I started working with the young people, I started seeing people coming from all over the world to apply for refugee. Basically, most of the kids I work with are refugee claimants who come here to apply for protection based on their sexuality and the fear of persecution and death, sometimes the physical harm in their own countries. I started realizing why do these young people come to this program and stay month after month and sometimes year after year, and try so hard to find spaces where they can be all of these things together. One of the stories that I heard over and over again from the youth said, like, one of the worst experiences I had in Canada is going to the queer youth program at the community center down the street. I'm like, but you're queer youth, that's a queer youth program. I say, yeah, I was there, the only person who doesn't speak English very well, the only person of color. I was ridiculed. I was made ashamed of the way I'm dressed because I'm not like, you know, the queer folk with Grace, Church Street kind of party boy. I couldn't speak English very well, I couldn't communicate, and I was made to feel ashamed of who I am, how I look like, and how I speak, and it was really, really demeaning experience that made me feel very uncomfortable. This goes back to the issue of intersectionality that Najla was talking about earlier.